And where's Ronaldo? He's crying in his car!
And he's still crying. Literally, he's still crying right now. Sensitive, self-absorbed, childish, arrogant, and an inability to praise other players without mentioning himself, somebody that craves being the center of attention at all times, Cristiano Ronaldo has made some pretty disrespectful and unsurprisingly not shocking comments over the last 48 hours. Let's talk about some of them. It's no surprise that Real Madrid completely swept all the awards at the Globe Soccer Awards in the Middle East, an organization founded by Cristiano Ronaldo's agent Jorge Mendes and his buddies Ricardo Silva and Tommaso Bendoni.
Disgusting!
I completely agree. I'm so glad Lionel Messi has completed football so he doesn't have to go around to every talk show and every interview and flaunt how good the MLS is.
Ronaldo, you're the greatest football player to ever live. You won, what, 5 Champions Leagues?
Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure that Mr. Beast knew what a Champions League trophy was 5 seconds before he said that. There was a script given by Ronaldo's team to Mr. Beast. I am 100% certain that was the case for him to say that. You have Mr. Beast calling you the GOAT while Lionel Messi is making interviews with Zinedine Zidane. There are levels to this game. In 5 minutes, I've compiled a list of people who think Lionel Messi is the best and who also think that Messi is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Again, 5 minutes. And their names in no particular order. Hazard, John Stones, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gerrard, Neuer, David Silva, Gundogan, Ashley Cole, Eto'o, Kane, Sane, Thiago Silva, Wenger, Cafu, Chilwell, Neymar, Ibrahimovic, Mahrez, Kante, Maldini, Royce, Thierry Henry, Forlan, Simeone, De Ligt, Maradona, James Madison, De Bruyne, Van Persie, Bellingham before he signed for Real Madrid, Rooney, Wirtz, Ronaldo, Nazario. If I were to ask you to kind of deduce a sort of pattern with all those names, you would be unable to do so. Players from old, players from new, players from Liverpool, from Tottenham, from Juventus, from Bayern Munich, from the French League, from the Turkish League, from the favelas in Brazil. There is no correlation with any of the players on this list. Here are another compilation of names that think Ronaldo is better than Lionel Messi. Let's see if you can deduce a pattern here. Sir Alex Ferguson, Ancelotti, Ozil, Arbeloa, Carvajal, Rashford, Nani, Roy Keane, Ronaldo himself, Van Nistelrooy, Rio Ferdinand, Xabi Alonso, and Bruno Fernandes. They all have either played with him, play with him currently, or are Portuguese or have managed him. Anytime you ask a player to choose between Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, most of their answers are similar to what Ryan Giggs said.
You have to choose between Cristiano and Messi.
Yeah, I mean, choosing between Cristiano and Messi is very difficult.
It's not difficult. You want to choose Messi, but you're obligated to say Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano don't score goals. I scored 2 goals. I scored 2 goals.
I scored 2 goals. I scored 2 goals. That is a real clip, ladies and gentlemen. That is real. And the 2 goals were 2 penalties scored against Slovenia in a knockout stage at the Euros and against France in another penalty shootout. He scored 2 penalties. The 2 goals that he's referring to are 2 penalties in a knockout stage game. Yes, they're very important. Yes, the pressure to score a penalty in the biggest stage is immense. But I don't see any other player, literally, I don't see any other player flaunting penalties. This is beyond shameless.
So you said the Saudi League was better than Ligue 1.
The French League.
Yeah.
Easy.
Saudi club be...
Only in France is PSG. The rest is finished.
My God, the arrogance is literally oozing out in gallons from this guy. It's crazy. You would never hear Lionel Messi talk about another league like this. You're talking about how PSG is the only team. That is really disrespectful to Lyon and Marseille, 2 huge football clubs. Huge. Will always be forever bigger than El Nasir and El Birahan or whatever clubs are in Saudi Arabia. Shameless behavior considering the fact that Lyon knocked your ass out of the Champions League a few years ago. By the way, Brest and Lille are 7th and 8th in the Champions League table, respectively, right now. So how does that fit in with your dumbass narrative?
But they should go there and play there to see. To run in 38, 39, 14 degrees. And they should move there and see. Don't believe in my words.
Then why didn't you win the World Cup? Why didn't you perform better in the World Cup? Why did Gonzalo Ramos score 2 or 3 goals as soon as he got substituted in and you were taken off the field? Why did that happen? In the same conditions in which you are talking about, Lionel Messi proved when it mattered most in 38, 39, 40 degrees Celsius weather that he was a better player, that he took on the mantle, that he took on all the pressure in world football. There was much more pressure for Lionel Messi to deliver that World Cup than Cristiano Ronaldo. There is no comparison there.
In my opinion, he deserved to win the Golden Ball. It was unfair, in my opinion. I say here in front of everybody.
Vinícius Júnior should have won the Ballon d'Or, and it was unfair. I could say the same thing with Barcelona, but it's amplified tenfold with Real Madrid. When a player from Real Madrid doesn't win an individual trophy, apparently the world is rigged, the world is against you, the world isn't right. It's unfair. By his own admission, it's unfair. The Ballon d'Or is unfair. Look at the state of my club without Rodri. 1 fucking win in 13 games. He is probably the only Ballon d'Or winner I've ever seen in my life gain credibility after winning an award by being injured and not playing in the games. State of my club without Rodri's influence is absolutely astronomically worse than with him on the field. He is the key to Manchester City. Without him, we are anemic. We are pretty much toothless in our attacking display. Contrary to what you might see, yes, I have those 2 Messi sketches there. I am a sketch artist. I love to draw and sketch all the time. But I am a Maradona guy. Maradona, in my opinion, is the greatest football player in the entire history of the sport. All right, my parents have seen both Maradona and Messi, and they think Maradona is better, but they still respect Lionel Messi. People of this age love to disrespect older people of the older generation, players of the older generation. I have always been Maradona as the greatest player ever. And if people say Messi is the GOAT, sure, I don't mind that. If people even say Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT, sure, but I find it so hilarious that, and I can relate this to NBA, I find this so hilarious that LeBron James has called himself the greatest player ever. I've heard comments from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've heard comments from Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, my favorite basketball player of all time, call himself the best. And that's fine. These mentalities are fine. I have never heard Michael Jordan say any of these comments. I've heard Pelé, I've heard Maradona, and I've obviously heard Cristiano Ronaldo say, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, and whatever. I have never in my entire life heard Lionel Messi claim that he was the greatest football player ever. There has to be a lot of humility when it comes to the greatest of all time because nobody knows, like Michael Jordan said.
I mean, it's your opinion. You know, it's their opinion. I accept that as their opinion. If you ask me, I would never say that I'm the greatest player. You know?
Exactly. It's disrespectful, and nobody knows. It's your opinion. It's somebody else's opinion. But this is one of the most arrogant superstars I have ever seen in a long time in any sport. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, I made a bet with a friend a couple days ago that if Salah scored against Leicester City, because I triple captained him on fantasy, I would get his jersey. I am buying a Mohamed Salah jersey, but there is a small part of me that wants him to win the Ballon d'Or so another Premier League player can win it and Vinícius Júnior can keep on fucking crying.